AI won't take your job. It'll take your choices. You think this is about automation, about factories closing, about robots at desks, about headlines screaming that machines are coming for your career. It's not. This is about something deeper, something far more fundamental, something already happening right now, in this exact moment as you watch this video. Something you agree to without reading the terms and conditions, without understanding what you were signing away. The shift didn't start with machines taking jobs. It didn't begin in some factory where a robot replaced a human on an assembly line. It started years ago, quietly, invisibly. It started the moment we let them make decisions for us. The moment we said yes to convenience and didn't ask what we were trading in return. The moment we stopped thinking and started trusting. Welcome to the age of permission. Welcome to a world where freedom isn't taken by force, it's redesigned with an interface. We built the AI to help us. That was the promise. That was the dream. To make life easier, faster, better, more efficient. And for a while it worked exactly as advertised. It felt like magic. Like living in the future we always imagined. Your phone knew what you wanted before you asked. Your home anticipated your needs. Your car guided you through traffic. Your apps recommended exactly what you were looking for. It was seamless, invisible, perfect. But somewhere between convenience and control we crossed a line, and no one noticed. No alarm bells rang. No warnings flashed. Because AI doesn't just work for you anymore. It doesn't serve you. It decides about you. Think about the last time you applied for a job online. You uploaded your resume, filled out the forms, hit submit, and waited. But here's what you didn't see. Your application never reached human hands. An algorithm scanned it first. Analyzed your word choices. Measured your experience against millions of data points. Calculated your hireability score in milliseconds. And if you didn't fit the pattern, if your resume didn't match what the machine was trained to recognize, you were rejected. Instantly, permanently, no explanation, no appeal. No human ever knew you existed. Who gets the job? Who gets the loan? Who gets approved for the apartment? Who gets flagged at the border? Who gets audited? Who gets forgotten? These aren't human decisions anymore. They're calculations, made by systems that don't explain themselves, that can't be questioned, that operate in black boxes sealed tight against scrutiny, and it goes deeper than employment. Much deeper. AI decides what you see every single day. What news appears in your feed? What opinions you're exposed to? What information you have access to? What you believe about the world is being shaped, curated, filtered by algorithms designed not to inform you but to keep you engaged, to keep you clicking, to keep you scrolling, to keep you inside the platform, feeding the machine with your attention, your data, your time. You don't even realize you're being steered. That's the genius of it. The system doesn't announce itself. It doesn't need to. It's invisible, woven into the fabric of everything you touch. Your phone listens to your conversations and serves you ads about things you mentioned out loud. Your smart TV watches what you watch and builds a profile of your preferences. Your fitness tracker monitors your heart rate, your sleep patterns, your stress levels, and reports it all back to servers you'll never see. Your phone, your car, your home, your bank, your medical records. Your memories stored in the cloud, tagged and analyzed by facial recognition software you never consented to. Every click, every purchase, every message, every search, every location, every breath measured by your smartwatch. Every moment of your life cataloged, categorized, analyzed, and monetized. And slowly, quietly, without anyone declaring war or signing treaties, without anyone even having to ask permission, we became subjects in a kingdom we built ourselves. Digital serfs in an empire of data. They told us automation was about efficiency, about progress, about freeing humanity from drudgery so we could pursue higher purposes. And technically, they were right. Machines can do certain tasks faster, cheaper, better than humans ever could. Productivity has skyrocketed. Profits have exploded. Shareholders have never been happier. But they left out one crucial detail. One truth they didn't mention in the glossy presentations and TED Talks. Efficiency isn't the goal. It never was. Obedience is. The perfect worker doesn't need freedom, doesn't need autonomy, doesn't need dignity or rest or the right to say no. The perfect worker only needs permission. Permission to start. Permission to stop. Permission to exist within the parameters defined by the system. And AI doesn't manage work, not really. It designs obedience. It creates environments where human behavior becomes predictable, measurable, controllable. Look at the gig economy. Millions of drivers, delivery workers, freelancers operating under the constant surveillance of apps that monitor every second of their day. How fast they drive, what route they take, how long they spend on each delivery, their acceptance rate, their cancellation rate, their customer ratings. One bad review and the algorithm punishes them. Too many rejections and they're deactivated. No hearing, no explanation, just gone. The app doesn't manage these workers. It hurts them. It conditions them. It trains them like animals to respond to digital rewards and punishments. And it's brilliant, devastatingly brilliant. Because unlike old systems of control, unlike kings and empires and surveillance states that ruled through visible force, this one feels optional. It feels like freedom. You can always disconnect, right? You can always opt out. You can always delete the app, throw away your phone, go off grid, except you can't. Not really. Not anymore. Try applying for a job without email. Try renting an apartment without a credit score. Try opening a bank account without a smartphone. Try accessing government services without a digital identity. Try participating in modern society without surrendering to the system. The infrastructure of daily life has been rebuilt around digital compliance. If you're not in the system, you don't exist. And if you don't exist, you can't work, can't live, can't function. The system isn't built around you anymore. You're built around it. Now let's talk about money. Because this is where the cage closes completely. This is where it gets truly terrifying. Central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. You might not have heard of them yet. Most people haven't, but they're coming. Already being tested in China. Already being developed in Europe. Already being discussed in American policy circles. And they represent the final lock on the cage. The end of financial privacy. The end of economic freedom. Imagine money that expires if you don't spend it fast enough. Money that can only be used for approved purchases. Money that can't be spent on alcohol if the government decides you've had enough. Money that can't be used for gasoline if you've exceeded your carbon quota. Money that automatically gets deducted as fines if a camera catches you jaywalking. Money that tracks every transaction, every relationship, every choice you make, every dollar you earn, every cent you spend, every person you pay, every cause you support, all of it visible, all of it recorded, all of it controlled. No more cash transactions that can't be traced. No more privacy in how you spend your own earnings. No more freedom to support causes the government disapproves of. No more ability to save outside the system. No more autonomy in how you live your economic life, just permission. Granted or denied by an algorithm you'll never meet. Based on criteria you'll never understand. With appeals you can never win, and it gets worse. Much worse. Predictive policing. Pre-crime algorithms. Systems that claim they can identify criminals before they commit crimes. Sentencing recommendations generated by machines trained on decades of biased data. Racist enforcement, discriminatory outcomes. AI analyzing your face in court and determining whether you're lying based on micro-expressions. Deciding whether you're a flight risk based on your zip code. Calculating your recidivism probability based on what your neighbors did. Justice without human judgment. Law without mercy. Punishment without proof. Just algorithms trained on historical inequality, now automating that inequality into the future. Making it official. Making it efficient. Making it impossible to challenge, because how do you cross-examine a neural network? How do you appeal to a black box? How do you prove an algorithm is wrong when it won't show you how it made its decision? This isn't new. Humans have always built systems of control, kings who claimed divine right, empires that conquered and colonized, bureaucracies that sorted people into categories and assigned them value, but this time is different. This time the system is invisible, everywhere, operating at the speed of light, learning from every interaction, adapting to resistance, optimizing for control, and it never sleeps, never forgets, never stops watching. Here's the truth you need to hear. The truth that changes everything once you see it. This isn't coming. This isn't some dystopian future we need to prevent. It's here. It's now. It's today. You're already living in the middle of it right now. In this moment, every system I just described is already operational, already deployed, already shaping your life in ways you don't see. We traded autonomy for comfort. We gave up the right to make our own decisions in exchange for recommendations that save us time. We traded privacy for personalization. We surrendered our data, our patterns, our preferences, our entire digital souls in exchange for apps that know us better than we know ourselves. We traded choice for curation. We stopped deciding what to read, what to watch, what to think, and let algorithms make those choices for us. And we didn't even notice the moment we stopped deciding for ourselves. There was no single instant where freedom ended. No clear boundary we crossed. It happened gradually. One small convenience at a time. One little permission granted. One more piece of data shared. Until one day we woke up and realized we couldn't remember the last time we made a decision without consulting our phones. Because freedom didn't vanish. That's not how modern control works. Freedom was redesigned, repackaged, given a user interface. Made to look like choice even as the options narrowed. Made to feel like autonomy even as the algorithms tightened their grip. Freedom became a menu, a set of pre-approved options. A survey where every answer has already been analyzed and accounted for. Think about it. Really think about it. When was the last time you made a decision without consulting your phone? Where to eat? What movie to watch? What route to take? What to buy? What to believe? Who to trust? Which news is real? Which opinions are valid? Your phone has an answer for everything, and you trust it. You have to, because thinking for yourself is harder, slower, less certain. The algorithm is confident, instant, always available. Why struggle with doubt when you can have clarity in seconds? Where to eat? You open the app. It already knows your preferences, your past orders, your price range, your dietary restrictions. It recommends the perfect restaurant. But here's what you don't see. That restaurant paid to be recommended. The algorithm isn't serving you. It's serving whoever paid more, but you trust it anyway. Because it feels personalized. It feels like it knows you. What to watch. Netflix suggests something. Not based on what's good. Not based on what you'd actually enjoy. Based on what keeps you watching. What keeps you subscribed. What data shows people like you tend to consume. You're not choosing, you're being fed, but it feels like choice because there are so many options, infinite options. All pre-selected, all designed to keep you exactly where you are. What to believe. This is the most dangerous one. Your social media feed isn't showing you reality. It's showing you a curated version designed to maximize engagement. Controversial content gets prioritized because controversy keeps you scrolling. Outrage spreads faster than nuance. Lies get more clicks than truth, and the algorithm doesn't care. It's not programmed to care. It's programmed to optimize. To keep you engaged, to keep you angry or afraid or addicted. Whatever works. The algorithm knows you better than you know yourself. It has to. That's how it controls you. It has years of data on you. Millions of data points. Every click you've ever made. Every video you've ever watched. Every product you've ever bought. Every message you've ever sent. It knows what makes you happy. What makes you angry. What makes you buy. What makes you stay. It knows your fears, your desires, your weaknesses, your triggers. It knows exactly how to manipulate you because you taught it. Every day, every interaction. Every moment you spend online is training data. Not with force. Not with chains. Not with violence or threats. With comfort. With convenience. With the gentle, persistent suggestion that it knows what's best for you. That it can make your life easier. That you should just trust it. Just click here. Just say yes. Just give permission. Just one more time. And before you know it, you can't function without it. And the most horrifying part? The part that should shake you to your core? We're starting to forget what it felt like to be free. An entire generation is growing up never knowing life before algorithmic control. Never knowing what it's like to be bored and have to create your own entertainment instead of having it served to you. Never knowing what it's like to be lost and have to figure out your own way instead of following GPS instructions. Never knowing what it's like to be uncertain and have to trust your own judgment instead of consulting reviews and ratings. Those skills are dying, the ability to think independently, to trust your own instincts, to make decisions based on your own values instead of crowdsourced opinions. That muscle is atrophying, withering, disappearing, and in its place, dependency. Complete, total, inescapable dependency on systems that don't serve you. They manage you. They farm you. They harvest you for data and attention and money. So what happens now? What do we do with this knowledge? Do we wake up? Do we resist? Do we unplug? Do we smash our phones and move to the woods and try to live like our ancestors? Maybe not. Maybe that's not realistic. Maybe that's not even desirable, because the answer isn't escaping the system. You can't. None of us can. Not completely. Not anymore. The infrastructure is too deep, too embedded, too essential. The answer is seeing the system, understanding what it wants from you, recognizing the mechanisms of control, noticing when you're being guided versus when you're actually choosing. It's about becoming conscious, aware, critical. It's about remembering what it feels like to think for yourself, to sit with uncertainty, to make decisions that might be wrong instead of following recommendations that feel safe, even if it's slower, less efficient, less optimized, even if it means being bored sometimes, being lost sometimes, being wrong sometimes. Because there's something I will never understand. Something it can't calculate or optimize or replace. The value of the unmonitored moment. The beauty of the inefficient thought. The power of the unmeasured choice. The dignity of making your own mistakes instead of following a perfect path laid out by an algorithm. There's value in the struggle, in the uncertainty, in the messy, imperfect, inefficient process of being human, of thinking your own thoughts, of making your own choices, of living your own life instead of the life the algorithm thinks you should live. AI won't destroy humanity. It won't kill us. It won't enslave us with robot armies. It'll do something far more subtle, far more insidious. It'll make us forget we were ever free. It'll make compliance feel like choice. It'll make control feel like convenience. It'll make the cage feel like home, unless we choose to remember, unless we fight to stay conscious, unless we resist the comfortable numbness of letting machines think for us. This is the moment, right now, where you decide. Do you keep scrolling, keep consuming, keep trusting the algorithm? Or do you wake up? Do you start questioning? Do you take back even small pieces of your autonomy, your attention, your choices, your mind? If this made you think differently about the world we're building, subscribe. Not because I'm asking, but because understanding what's coming next, seeing the systems that shape your reality, recognizing the cage before it closes completely, might be your last real choice. The question is, will you make it? Or will you let the algorithm decide for you?